The early morning sun spilled across the shining glass towers of Chicago, painting the sidewalks in warm gold. Daniel Harper stood outside the massive building of Westbridge Medical Center, holding his 5-year-old son Noah's tiny hand. The city buzzed around them, taxis rushing past, sirens echoing in the distance, and the sweet smell of roasted nuts drifting through the air. Daniel adjusted the strap of his old backpack and looked down at Noah, who was drawing lazy circles on the pavement with his sneaker. Today felt heavier than usual, not because of the long bus ride from their small apartment on the south side, not because Daniel had skipped breakfast so Noah could finish the last of the cereal, but because this job interview was their final chance before rent was due. A receptionist directed Daniel to the 12th floor for his interview. Surrounded by professionals in crisp suits, he suddenly felt aware of his faded shirt and worn shoes. But he kept walking, because pride doesn't pay bills, and being a father means showing up no matter what. In the elevator, Noah looked up and asked, "Is this where you'll clean floors, Daddy?" Daniel smiled. "Yes, and cleaning floors is honest work. No job is small if it feeds your family. Upstairs?" A composed woman in her 40s introduced herself as Ms. Collins from Human Resources. As Daniel sat down, his sleeve slipped slightly, revealing an old hospital wristband, faded, but still readable, a 3497. Ms. Collins froze, her eyes locked on the code. Daniel quickly pulled his sleeve down, embarrassed. "Sorry, I forgot to take it off months ago." She leaned forward slowly. "Where did you get that?" "St. Mary's Hospital," he replied. Last winter, during the big snowstorm, her breath caught. That number wasn't random. It was linked to a trauma case flagged across the hospital network. Daniel hesitated, then quietly shared what happened. He had been walking home from a warehouse shift when he saw a car slide on black ice and crash into a pole. Smoke poured from the hood. Inside, a woman was unconscious. People stood nearby, filming with their phones. He didn't think he ran. Ignoring the heat and the glass, he broke the window, pulled her out seconds before flames consumed the engine. He collapsed from smoke inhalation and was admitted without ID because he had lost his wallet days earlier. He left the hospital quietly the next morning against medical advice. He couldn't afford to miss work. Tears filled Ms. Collins' eyes. The woman in that car was her younger sister. Doctors had said one more minute inside would have meant death. They had searched for the rescuer for months. Security footage only showed a blurry figure carrying her away from the flames, and now he was sitting in front of her. "Why didn't you come forward?" she asked softly. Daniel shrugged. "I'm not a hero. I'm just a dad who was there." After the hospital bill came, survival mattered more than recognition. Noah tugged his father's sleeve. "Daddy saves everyone," he said proudly, "even spiders in the bathtub." That broke her completely. Miss Collins stood, walked to the window overlooking Lake Michigan, then turned back with a steady voice. "The janitor position is yours," she said. "Full benefits, starting immediately." Daniel blinked, unsure if he heard correctly. "Why trust me so quickly?" he asked. "Because character can't be taught," she replied. "A man who runs into fire for a stranger will show up to work with integrity." Daniel signed the papers with trembling hands. Relief flooded through him like sunlight after a long winter. Noah clapped softly, sensing something wonderful had happened. As they rode the elevator down, Daniel felt something he hadn't felt in months. Hope. Outside. The city didn't sound harsh anymore. It sounded alive. It's full of possibility. He lifted Noah onto his shoulders. "Pancakes," he said with a smile. "Because sometimes the world remembers the good you do, even when you expect nothing in return." And as they walked into the bright Chicago afternoon, their shadows stretched long and proud beside them. If this story touched your heart, remember to subscribe for kindness and join our growing family at K for Kindness, where we share powerful stories that prove humanity still shines,